Will I be able to build the world's greatest mousetrap with 2 boards and a screw? Well, stick around. This might be one of the most interesting hunting farmer video yet. Well, today I'm in the corner of my shop here on the farm. Winter is loosening its grip and I'm just about done using that wood stove for the season. But I still have a pretty good pile of firewood here behind me. Recently, I've been noticing a lot of mouse activity near this wood pile. Now, mice on the farm is no good. They can carry disease and they can cause a lot of damage. In fact, around the equipment, tractors and combines, you can get mice into the wiring harness and they can chew up the wires and cause a lot of damage. In fact, thousands of dollars worth of damage. Now, you know the hunting farmer, I had to investigate to see for sure how bad the situation is. So of course I pulled out a trail camera, set it up over that wood pile to monitor it overnight. Well, the trail camera doesn't lie. I have a serious problem. Most of the activity is centered around this barrel, and in fact, I have a bunch of old seeds in this barrel, and typically it had a plywood cover that was supposed to keep the rodents out. Recently, I've removed that cover, and I think that's when my problems began. There is definitely a whole host of mice in that firewood pile, and today's goal is to get them eradicated. Now, there's a lot of different mouse traps out on the market, probably hundreds of different kinds, makes, models, styles, you name it, it's out there. And a lot of them probably work quite well. But in today's video, I'm going to create my very own mouse trap. I want to be able to catch a bunch of mice in one night. Now, there is the soda can trap out there. If you search on YouTube, you can put a soda can on, put a little bait, hang it over a bucket and hopefully catch a bunch of mice, and you don't have to constantly reset it. But the idea that's floating in my head is going to be even simpler than that soda can trap. And in fact, my trap is going to be so unique, it's going to be self-cleaning. So that's right, my goal is to have a trap that can catch most all of these mice in one night, and it also is going to be self-cleaning. No fuss, no mess, no cleanup. Do you think I can do it? Check this out. So here's my setup. It could not be simpler. I simply used 2 small boards just like this, put 1 screw in to give it a little bit of stability. It creates some runways here from the pile of wood to get right here to the edge of my seed barrel. I'm hoping the mice are going to come. They're going to investigate the seed here. I actually removed just enough that I believe if they go in, there's no way they can come back out. Let's set up the trail camera and let's see if this works. So it did not take long. Once the lights went out, the mice came out. They did a little bit of investigating, but pretty soon they were coming down the runway and checking out the edge of the barrel. Curiosity soon got the best of them, and pretty soon, whoop, they were down inside the barrel. Well, as soon as the first mouse was inside the barrel, it was running and scurrying around and making a lot of noise. That seemed to attract even more mice to come check out the situation. A few minutes later, we had our second mouse down inside the barrel. They were making a lot of noise. Now, it's probably about this point you're thinking, now, hunting farmer, you said this was a self-cleaning trap. We have 2 mice down there, and it still hasn't self-cleaned. Now, according to my calculations, I was going to need the noise of those mice inside that barrel scurrying around to activate the self-cleaning portion of my trap. Well, we definitely have noise inside the barrel now, and I think we're just moments away from the self-cleaning portion to be activated. In fact, I think it's going to happen in about 3, 2, 1. Well, that's right, my farm cat heard the noise inside this barrel and she was about to clean it out. Well, soon after the cat left with her first 2 prizes, more mice would arrive on scene. One by one, they would check out the barrel and then eventually drop down in. The cat would return and clean out the barrel. This process repeated itself over and over all night long. Towards the end of the night, the cat got lazy and just decided to camp out on the edge of the barrel, waiting for the next mice. Now obviously that was counterproductive, and although one brave mouse showed up while the cat was there, it got nowhere near the runway or the barrel. So my simple trap worked to near perfection, and truth be told, I wasn't sure if the cat was going to come through for me. I was hoping she would, and she did in a big way. I went back through all the videos from last night. There was nearly 250 videos on the trail camera, and as close as I could tell, she got at least 20 or 21 mice. Now at the end of the night, I saw that there was at least one mouse that had escaped her, but I'm going to leave this trap set up for another couple of days here and make sure the entire problem is fixed. It was a fun little experiment and a necessary job here to help fix my problem. The cat made it a pretty simple process. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you think she ate all 20 of those mice in one night? Or do you think she was carrying some away and storing them for another day? Again, I'd love to hear from you. Put your comments down in the comments section. I try and get back to each and every one of you. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.